Hello, hello, hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again, giving you that flavor in your ear as we today are talking about the top 25 players in the past 25 years. If you plan to disagree, make sure you comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And what we're also going to probably do just now is give our Super Bowl predictions because the NFL season is upon us and we're happy to talk about it. Before we continue, how is my boy YS doing today?
You already know every day above ground is a good.
Every day above ground, then we are blessed, then we are good. Like I said, the NFL season's upon us. Before we get to the ball time, before we get to the basketball, the game that we love, talking about the last 25 years, which we watched a lot of basketball within this time frame. So it'll be a lot of guys we have to probably talk about and see where we're rating them. The it starts this Thursday, the Eagles versus the Cowboys. My Packers got Micah Parsons. The Eagles are looking to repeat. Patrick Mahomes is trying to celebrate his best friend's engagement to Taylor Swift. Josh Allen is trying to make a Super Bowl and bring Buffalo its first Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson is trying to make a statement and say that I am the man. I am a top 15, top 10 quarterback of all time.
Mm.
The season should be fun. There's some the NFL is unpredictable sometimes, but sometimes it's very predictable. I must say. But I want to give you my predictions, my Super Bowl predictions. I want to tell you what's in my heart first. In my heart, of course, I'm a Packer fan. I can't pick the Packers, okay? Because then I always pick the Packers. Always. There's no my brain always gonna go Packerville. So I just trying to be objective here and not go with them. But my other heart be the Buffalo Bills. It's just 3 hours away from us.
3 hours, baby.
They will go against a team that's 4 hours away from us in Detroit in the Super Bowl. I believe Josh Allen, and then we'll get over the hump and become Super Bowl champs. That's what my heart is saying. That's what my heart wants to happen, besides the Packers. What my brain is telling me, you have to beat the champs. You have to beat the champs. And Philadelphia is good on the defensive end. Offensively, Jalen Hurts is no Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, but the man can win games and he's a good leader. And that's what you need. You need good leaders who can help win the game. And you have Saquon Barkley, who was just voted as the number one player in the NFL by his peers, which means a lot because that man's a beast. He's legit a beast. So
Reborn last season, man.
so that's why for me, Super Bowl pick, Eagles versus Lions. Eagles win. That's my Super Bowl pick. What is your Super Bowl pick?
I want the Ravens to win, to be honest, man. Like I want the Ravens to win. I wouldn't be mad at the Eagles, right? But I want the Ravens. I really want. I'm not a Ravens fan. I'm not a Ravens fan. I just got so much respect for Lamar. You know what I mean? And he deserves to be the face of the league. You know what I mean? And they've given it to guys that they're deserving, but he's got the MVPs.
He does.
He's
Yep.
right. They said he couldn't throw. She shows he could throw. They say he's only running. Yo,
Yep.
I got love for the Lions because they've been in the doghouse for years. Shout out to Megatron. He had to retire, and he said in an interview like, "Yo, I just got tired of losing. I just got tired of losing." So
Megatron is one of the best wide receivers I've ever seen in my life. In my life, one of the best I've seen in my life. That guy was so good.
with a nickname like Megatron, you already know. You know what I mean? So I got love for Lions. Like I got love for Detroit Pistons teams. Pistons, wow. I got love for Detroit professional teams in general because Detroit been through a lot.
Yeah.
Detroit been through a lot. They're
Yeah.
the loneliest, coldest city, I feel. One of the loneliest cities on the East Coast. Hard, rough, blue collar working people. So shout out to the Tigers. You know what I mean? So you already know.
So yours, Eagles. Oh, sorry. Who are they facing? You want it to be Ravens versus Lions?
I
That's
wouldn't
your
be
pick.
That would be nice. That would be nice still. But I also got love for the Bills because that's the closest to home. That's the
It
closest to
is.
home.
It is. It
You know
is.
what I mean? So it's
No.
like, and Allen, it seems like his kryptonite is. Them Chiefs.
And the thing is, we didn't pick the Chiefs, and it's kind of like, how you don't want to go against Patrick Mahomes because playoff time, Mahomes, Kelsey, and Andy Reid, special.
They get it done.
They
And I
they
don't know
truly
if
do.
if it's
They're
gonna be one of those
special.
seasons for Kelsey because he's engaged. I don't know if he's gonna be happy, he's gonna be going crazy. I don't even know. Or it could be one, I don't know. I don't know.
Like, they're just a special team, man. Obviously, none of us are shocked if they're there too. None of us are shocked.
None of us would if Mahomes and the Chiefs make it to the bowl, we're not gonna be shocked. 100%. We're not.
We're gonna go against them probably,
A
but
hundred percent.
we're not gonna be shocked. But if they make it again, it's like LeBron versus the East of that time. It's the Michael Jordan versus the league of that time. It's just y'all just can't compete. The AFC quarterbacks are better than the NFC quarterbacks.
Mhm.
If we do the best quarterbacks in the league, you would probably put right now Josh Allen's probably the best quarterback in the league. Then you would go Lamar. Then you would go Mahomes. Then you go Burrows, and then you probably then go um, Jalen Hurts. And you only do that because of the winning, but probably
Yeah,
other guys you may put over him
that are
because they're a
more
little bit more
accurate. Yeah,
talented. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So,
yes. Would you
Matthew
say
Stafford.
Tua? Would you put Tua over Hurts? I'm just saying
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
teammates,
yeah.
teammates. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Tua is too injury prone.
That
Um,
concussion, that's like his second or third. That's tough.
like fourth, fifth.
Oh, fourth.
Like,
Wow.
yeah,
So
yeah. He's had a
he's
lot. Like, honestly speaking, if the man has another one, he shouldn't play again. Like,
she shouldn't be playing right now after
a
fifth.
1,000%. He shouldn't be playing. Nah, he
Yeah.
shouldn't be playing again. We know so much about the CTEs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nah, he shouldn't be playing again. It's too much.
Like look at Brown. And Brown, I know we're gonna hear in a couple of years, he's broke. I know we're gonna
Yeah.
hear that.
He's probably broke. Antonio Brown's probably broke right now.
Maybe.
Right? That one time Tua got hurt and his hands went like this, like that.
Yeah.
Bro, that's scary. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
That's scary. And then now the NFL's taking concussions so serious that like if you fall down and get hurt and you're not playing next game. Like they'll make sure you don't play next game. Maybe the following games you could play, but they'll do whatever they can to make sure you don't play next game. And for
Good.
someone like Tua, they will make sure you don't play 3 games.
Okay. Three
So
weeks. Okay.
like the NFL's definitely watching a guy like him. But once again, when it's your dream as a kid, how do you stop it? You know, how do you stop it? So it's kind of sucky in that sense.
It
But
is.
it should be a fun NFL season. The Bengals are a team that they're just so talented in so much
Yep.
spots. Amongst their peers, like I said, Barkley was number one, but Chase and Burrow were both top like 8 players so the only team that has 2 guys in the top 10 in the NFL. Something has to give. Now, defensively, they got to be better. NFL, you play on both sides. But
Um,
like, that's why like Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett, the man's probably the best player in the league. Probably the
that's
best player
the
in the league.
most physical specimen in the league. Pause.
Legit, legit.
Like,
But team is absolutely trash. But he got his bread, so he's good. He got his
yeah.
bread. He wanted to leave, but they paid him everything under the kitchen sink. So that's what happens. That's our NFL talk. You have you have the Ravens beating either the Lions or the Eagles at the Super Bowl. Mine is, the Eagles over the Bills in the Super Bowl. Should be fun. Let's see what happens, and we'll probably make multiple different changes. Should be a fun NFL season. If you're
Definitely.
if you're gonna bet anyone who's watching this, bet responsibly. Gotta always say that. Bet responsibly, because it can get kind of intense, and you want Mahomes to have 40 touchdowns this season, but you don't know, and betting on Travis Kelce is probably the worst thing you can do unless Taylor Swift is
Don't,
watching.
don't.
Then
Yeah.
you could do it. But let's get to it, man.
Get to it, boy.
The main event: top 25 players in the last 25
This was a
years.
tough. This was a hella tough list. Hella.
Now, was
This
it
is
tough for
crazy.
you the first like 10 was tough, first 15, or the last ending was tough.
To get 25 names was pretty easy for me to get 25 names. To get them in order, I'm still like looking, I'm just like maybe I could make adjustment here, make adjustment there. Like,
Exactly, I
you
agree.
know, so it's just something I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go with it. Like I feel like I got every hey, this is my list and fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. That's
If anyone disagrees, they can definitely put their own comments. If anyone disagrees,
yeah, what
because
did I get wrong? What did we get wrong, y'all feel? Let
you know
us
what I'm
know.
saying. Definitely let us know.
So,
What did we get wrong?
just
Especially because our criterias are gonna just be different than other people's criterias. Like for
yeah,
me, I thought about like who was dominant, who was like the most dominant of their time, like whose
yes.
peak was incredibly dominant, who was someone that you saw in like the playoffs or the finals, like those things matter to me. Who led a team full of like nobodies, like I let all of that like, and who like defined our time, who
Yes.
defined it, like
Who
who are the
yep.
first people you're thinking about of the last 25 years, like that's my list of guys. I sent you the most wins in the past 25 years. The
Crazy.
list varies.
It's
There's
crazy. It's actually
certain
crazy.
guys on the list, like Jason Terry's on the list, but I'm confident Jason Terry's not on either of our 25 lists.
He's
Um,
not. He's not. Absolutely. No just to the Jet.
you're right, right, not at all. I realized when I was making my list that like I almost had a weird tier of them. Ultimately, like I would say 19 plus could have it's like just could have been anybody. Honestly, could have been anybody.
It could have been like it. Yeah. Yeah.
I wrote down just saying like 30 plus guys because there's just so much guys that came within that time. Before you say your 25th guy, who was a guy that didn't make your list that like you ultimately wish could have made your list? He was like number 26 for you. Who was that guy?
I'm torn because it's like it's two. It's two guys. And this is based on career and career longevity and whatnot. It's Tracy McGrady
Mm, mm,
and Derrick Rose.
mm. Interesting about the Derrick Rose one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Like if these guys had the careers we thought they could have had, or at least remained at that baseline we've seen them at their peak and remained at that baseline, they would have definitely made to me the list. But it's only because of injuries derailed them. There was so much guys like I would have put, for example, Brendan Roy, right? But
Mhm.
injuries, you know what I mean, sort of thing. So it's just certain things, certain guys, right? So, but
For
those were
me,
yeah,
so go ahead.
yeah. But those were my three that just like, what if I felt like
I definitely hear that. One guy or two guys I didn't put in my top 25. Mind you, one of them, I don't think he really like he deserved it, but I understand the accolades he could be there. Clay Thompson,
yeah,
because
he's
that
on mine. Yes, yes, I agree with you. I
like
agree.
the accolades are good enough to be top 25.
It
So I
is.
wouldn't be like mad about it.
It is.
But
You're right. You're
but
right.
then I'm just like he's not top 25 because like you said, it's very easy to make this list. Like you just write down a bunch of guys who were
Yeah.
influential in this time frame and they needed to put it in order. And Clay just made it out. A guy who once again like I think from 19 on, it really doesn't matter what your list. At a certain point, your list like could be anyone. I think top
Yeah.
11, in my opinion, is pretty set stone. Top 11, 12, 12 guys is
Yeah.
pretty
You look
set.
at yeah.
Like to
Yeah.
me, it's pretty set. Like you don't make those moves, but everyone else is kind of like interchangeable. Like if Klay Thompson was in someone's top 25, I'd be like, you know what? Four titles, multiple three-point shooting like seasons,
Yeah.
like
That's yeah.
great
Yeah.
defender, an all NBA like guy, like he deserves it just as well. Another guy I feel like his career became underrated because people don't talk about him as much, but they know how good he was. Paul Gasol. He
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
make my
He's not on
list.
mine. Yeah. He's not on mine. He's not on mine. Yeah.
But when you think about Paul Gasol,
He's not
let's
on mine. I'm
quickly
looking. Yeah. 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 He's not on mine.
let me go quick Paul Gasol. Like almost like an underrated player, low key. His career, he was 17-9, which is pretty good. He's a
Very
six
good.
a six-time All-Star. He was the second guy with Kobe winning those titles. He was All NBA guy 4 times. He was Rookie of the Year. Like he had a career. You know what I'm saying? He legit had a career.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, so he's a guy that deserves as much respect as anybody else. Um, and when he was good, he was good. Like there was a stretch, like his rookie season averaged 17, then 19, 17, 18, 20, 20,
Yep,
19, 19, 19, 19, 18, 19. Like the man was consistent.
yep, yep. Yeah.
So, yeah, I just have to rate that performance. Um, but just gets lost in the shuffle, I think. He just gets lost in the shuffle. I think imagine if he didn't join Kobe and somehow like led his own team. I'm curious where
Yeah,
he would be,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? But let's go. You're 25.
My 25. Okay, where's number 25? Let me make sure I got a 25. Okay. My 25 is this was 25 was hard to because I don't want to pick anyone that's too, like should be high on the list, low on the list, but I was torn, right? I was torn because I was gonna go a blast from the past, but I kind of go, okay, who's been holding down the teams, right? This man has been holding down, and I'm giving him love. I'm putting Lillard at 25.
I understand.
I'm
I
putting
didn't.
Lillard at 25 because it's like you got to start him at 25. He's been holding down Portland. There is just a bunch of Portland guys that have been on the squad that have been nice, but they haven't been holding down Portland that long, as Lillard, right? I want to put Roy, like I said, Aldridge, not a top 25 in the last 25 years. Lillard, he's been Dame time. He's a guy at 25. He's a guy. So
Um, Real quick, you mentioned LaMarcus Aldridge. Did you put him on your top 25 or no?
no,
Me neither. But once again, a guy who within that brief period of time was like a guy, like a guy. So it sucks. Like you think about the names we didn't name. I didn't even put them on any of my list. I mentioned like I didn't mention like
see,
Marcus All, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. I didn't even write Aldridge. Honestly,
yeah, I didn't put Manu. Like I don't have Manu, for example.
I didn't put Lillard. He's not even on my list of like potentials. But it makes so much sense that Lillard is there. Top 75, top 76 guy. He hit a bunch of game winners. Like he was a guy, and he's a guy a lot of young guys like model their game after.
Hmm.
So I get that. Um, my 25th, I put him here because out of respect, generally out of respect.
You know,
And
respect. Okay,
just because he's guys gonna get lost in the shuffle. He won a title.
let me cross this one.
He won a title, and he was a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Ben
So,
Wallace.
okay, okay. I see. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I understand someone arguing with me about Ben Wallace as my 25th, but ultimately, one, it's my list. Two, when we think about the first 25 years, we got to think about like that Detroit Pistons teams legit didn't have a guy,
They did not have a guy. No.
right? Chauncey Billups is a good player, but if you want to think about like, and we did it last week, maybe we'll do it again with that Detroit team. Who's Chauncey Billups now in the league? Like, who's a Chauncey Billups type? Who's not really a star? Like, who is that? Imagine, I don't even know. Imagine
I want to say Brogdon, but he's like a role player ish now.
he's
So I
he's
don't
too
know.
much of a role player, but I definitely understand what you're saying though. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't even know who I could say, Chauncey Billups is like, because Chauncey Billups was still an all-star, but it wasn't like no household name. It wasn't a guy that you were like, oh man, Chauncey Billups on my like you weren't like that. So Ben Wallace, like no one's ever gonna be like, look at Chauncey Billups highlights or mixtape, and we're gonna be like, this man was a problem. You'll
Mm-mm,
never think that.
mm-mm.
So that's why I gotta put Ben Wallace as my 25th. You're 24th.
24th is, a lot of guys Mahler's game after him. You know what I mean? He created his little trend, fear the beard. I'm going Harden.
Ooh, Harden's low on your list. He's
I
low
feel like
on
there's
your list.
guys that are just like I'm looking. I'm just like I feel like there's guys that are just like there's guys like Harden
Sometimes,
has had playoff runs. Yes, it hasn't been the deepest.
mhm,
Pause. Right? He has choked, but he changed the game in a sense, and he's honestly one of the only few players on a very, very short list to make the playoffs every year he's been in the league. 16 straight years.
yeah,
To put that in perspective, 19 straight years was Stockton and Malone.
yeah,
19 straight years. So put that in perspective. Clippers, we know if they stay healthy enough, they're gonna make the playoffs again
yeah,
this year
yeah.
with their rosters. Keep it a buck. So it's looking like it could be 17 for Harden. So this to me, this it's Harden. What about you?
Yeah, I have Harden a little bit further down, but like I think it's because Harden was really good to almost like underrated, but I'll talk about him when we get to my 24th, which once again, it's almost premature, a little premature, but those recent playoff moments and how good he's been. Luka, Luka Doncic.
Yeah,
He
it's pretty
he
much. But yeah, 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 yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's a little premature, but like I also think to
yeah.
myself, like, no, man, he's been in the league what, six,
That's
7 years?
That's it. That's it. Yep.
And like he's been pretty fucking phenomenal those 7 years.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny you
Like,
said that. Yeah.
he's been really good. So took his team to the conference finals. Was the guy, didn't have a lot of help. I took the team to the conference finals and the NBA finals. He's done things that like guys like Joel Embiid have not done. So and Joel Embiid has had more talent than him,
Oh,
and
100%.
Luca did it like borderline. Who was his second in command going to the conference finals before? Porzingis, right? Who then got hurt. Like just yeah, no. Luca is my 24th. Great
It's
player.
funny.
The numbers are amazing too.
It's funny how Luka at 24 because he's very close to being 24 for me. I actually have him at. We'll get to, but it's close.
Mm.
Right now, my next one is I got Westbrook.
Whew, this guy's the newer the not newer, but you have these guys way earlier. Okay, okay. Which is fine because I've seen other lists. People have Westbrook like low, low,
Yeah,
low. Like they have
yeah,
him like
yeah.
they have him like 25. Some people are like, oh, he didn't make the cut. I have Westbrook higher because I think right now I'm such a big like I think after these guys retire, I may change my mind. But I think the way people view Westbrook is just so poorly now. And I just think when he was phenomenal, he was phenomenal.
Yes, they.
So
It's a rap. It gets a bad rap still.
I agree. My 23 was Vince Carter. And the reason why Vince Carter was the man was the face of the league for like a season.
He was. He
Legit
was.
was.
He was.
He just and mind you, he's like top 10 in wins in the past 25 years.
Yeah.
He played what 19 seasons, so quite a few seasons. Was a guy for most. I'll say was a guy for most of his career. Yeah, I'll
Yes.
say because no one's the guy at the end. Only a few guys like Steph, Durant, LeBron are still the guy at the end.
Yep. Yep.
But but yeah, Vince Carter's my guy. We've talked about this guy multiple times. He's the real face of the Raptors. He was the guy. Vince Carter was Showtime. You know,
So
he was the Toronto version of Showtime.
you
He
better
was the
believe it.
highlight reel. He was the guy everyone came to go watch. Face of the league. Like Mike, the man couldn't make it to the NBA Finals until he beat Vince Carter. Only imagine if they put a proper team around Vince Carter. You
It'd
know,
have been
we like,
scary.
we like mans like Alvin Williams, Antonio Davis, JYD. They had Kevin Willis at one time. We like all those mans.
Keep Elijah on the point. Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, but imagine if he had like a legit big with
Mm-hmm.
him, a
Mm-hmm.
power forward to help him
Mm-hmm.
along the way. Like we made some crucial moves. You know, I can only imagine us getting Bosch, what could have happened if Bosch developed with Vince Carter also developing in age, what he could have done. So, yeah, that's why Vince at 22. 22nd.
Luca.
Why is Luka your 22nd? But you felt a little premature to put him here, right?
I'm like, I have to put him on the list, but not too high on the list because it's like you haven't played that much seasons, but what you've shown, you're big time. You're big time. Let's keep it, but you're big time, and if you can stay healthy, you're gonna be a you every MVP, flirt MVP candidates every year. You got Slimmer in Slovenia. I don't know if it was Slovenian diet or whatever family, but so that's why I put you there. Like, I, you you have more upside. Like, and VC is not on my list. Like, this was a hard
Mm.
list. Like, VC's not on my list, and I'm picking guys, I guess, that have led their team to championships or a championship or was a part of a championship. It was literally the B player, whatever. But Luca, he's a guy, and he's proven it. So from young.
Um,
So let me cross up, but yeah,
that's 22nd, right? So mine is T-Mac. And
yeah,
what I find crazy is T-Mac didn't make your list, but T-Mac was a guy. That's why 25 years when you now reflect on it is so much time
yeah,
because so much like come on, like T-Mac was him and Yao Ming were like peak.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
That was a duo that people thought were gonna win something. And the fact that like T-Mac was a scorer, like multiple time scoring champ, he was a
Gave
problem.
Kobe a hard time. He was saying, "Yep,
People always try to compare him and Kevin Durant. Really, there's not true comparison, but I get it. The scoring ability is the comparison. What I find crazy is that like we grew up in that kind of generation of like those two guys, AI, Kobe, a young Shaq, Yao Ming, and everyone, and the fact that like Vince and T Mac are so low or not even on our list almost shows like there's so much that happened,
the lot that
right?
happened, a lot, a
That
lot."
like took them out, right? Because who I am I if as I self-reflect, like I'm almost thinking, how's Vince Carter 23rd for me? How's T-Mac 22nd? Oh well, there's a whole bunch of other guys that came and like took spot after spot after spot after spot. Even guys within their time frame took spot after spot. So I find it very interesting that like only like you said, what if Derrick Rose stayed healthy, right? What
Bro,
if Brandon Roy stayed healthy? What if these guys won a title? What if freaking Embiid's not on my list, and I'm pretty confident he's not on your list either. Is he on yours?
he's not on my list. He's not on my list. No,
So just imagine if Joel Embiid was like Joel Embiid. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? Imagine that. So, um, is Paul George on your list?
nope.
Like, imagine Paul George took the Indiana Pacers to the finals, or imagine like he won a title
Different,
or something. Like, just
different,
those little things
different.
would have kicked out T Mac and Vince Carter. And Vince legit was the face of the league.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Crazy
Mm-hmm.
to me. 21st.
21st, you would say we look like cousins. You would say we look like cousins, right? There was a blockbuster deal between him and Luca just past season, so it's AD 21 for me. You know what I mean? So you already know AD got a ring with the Lakers. You know what I mean? Is a stretch four, can play the five, right? He's a force. He's been a force in high school, college, NBA. He's a force. He's a guy you want to start your franchise around, sort of thing. So he's been that guy. So he was in the Pelicans, like getting 30 and 15 in his prime days. So like it's AD
I
stuff.
I didn't put AD on my list.
Oof.
Yeah, I didn't put AD on the list. I think there's other guys that
You
I
didn't
think
put AD on your list.
no. Yeah, this,
You
like you
didn't even
said
put AD on
originally,
your list, huh?
it's really hard, man. Like to actually name 25 guys, it's
Because I'm
hard.
looking at like longevity helps too, right? I'm looking at longevity
You're
too.
right. You're right. It does help. But I didn't have him on my
I
list.
then put T Mac. Like T Mac was on my list, and I had to edit because I'm like, yo,
That's the worst part. That's the worst part.
yeah,
When
I
you
had to
add a
edit.
man to your list, and you're like, oh shit.
And then I look at, okay, I look at career length. I look at then accolades, career then
Hmm.
accolades, right? And I'm just like
Hmm.
T-Mac, and I want him on my list. Don't get it twisted. I want him on my list, but it's just like
Like no title, and you never led a team to like
out the
that's
first round. He never won a playoff
yeah,
series. He
yeah.
never won a playoff series. So that's why I'm like, fuck, like T-Mac, like you kind of had you not kind of you had Yao Ming and you and to me that should have been enough to win a playoff series, but the West has always been wild.
Always been wild. Always
So
been wild. I don't know. I agree. I agree. My 21st, you know, I'm sorry to tell you this. I wish I could have put him higher, but I just couldn't. I looked at my list, I couldn't
if
put him
it's
higher.
mellow, you're fucked. If it's mellow, you're
It's
fucked.
definitely Melo.
You're fucked.
Melo is my 21st.
You're fucked.
Um,
Right. You're fucked.
I just have other guys that have done more. That's really it.
Okay. That's how you
Other
feel.
guy.
Okay. I need to hear these guys, these 20 guys that have done more. Like, I can't wait. Oh,
Melo is a great player, but it just everyone else, like I said, that I'm about to name, literally led a team. Like there's no guy that's the rest on my list who didn't lead a team to like either a East or West Conference berth or NBA Finals. Like everyone else has.
okay. Okay.
So Melo's my 21st brother. Great player, and like I wish I can have him. Honestly, would argue that I would put him over the 20th guy, but the 20th guy won a title, so I put him
I
at
wonder if I
that
have the same 20th guy.
because like imagine I didn't even want that 20th guy.
I kind of don't in a sense, but I'm like, you have to give credit where credit's due.
I feel we both have the same guy then. Who's yours?
He's a cyborg.
Oh no,
That's all I
no.
can say.
Who's that?
He's he's Kawhi Leonard.
You're quite 20th?
Yes.
I need to see the rest of your list, sir.
Yes. I have Kawhi 20th. And okay, Kawhi 20th, and I know you may hit on that pick. That's Kawhi 20th, but it's like, I like Kawhi. He's just not available as he should be. That's like one of my main like. We'll get a good season out of Kawhi. He'll have a deep playoff run, and then we won't have another deep playoff run from Kawhi for another 3 years or 4 years, sort of thing. Like early in his career, he was being more consistent, but as soon as that injury happened and he didn't trust the Spurs organization, it's been spotty with, you know what I mean? It would have been different if he was consistently healthy and having deep playoff runs with the two rings, but that's what I feel with. That's what I feel still.
Kawhi's definitely higher, but Kawhi honestly could have had. I'm just looking at my list, probably top six. He could have had a top sixness, but he never stayed healthy.
Mhm.
Probably should have stayed with the Raptors. Now we're not
Definitely
just
should be
saying that
stayed
out
with
of
Raptors.
we're not saying that because we're Raptors fans. We're just saying the bubble and the Bucks championship and heck even the Warriors championship. You couldn't tell me the Raptors couldn't be like in that mix those years, especially because at that time maybe you couldn't keep OG. You could have traded OG for like some new young talent, right? Or for a person who would need less work than OG. And I don't know. I think you could have done a lot with that in my or you would have traded OG for a center at the time if I can
Maybe.
self-reflect because Gasol wouldn't have been it anymore and Ibaka wouldn't have been it. So you'd have to trade for a center. You could have traded OG. OG could have been the centerpiece of a trade. That's just me thinking out loud. My 20th guy, like I said, I didn't really want to I would have put him lower, but he
Yeah.
won a title, and that's Paul Pierce.
Okay, okay. He's definitely on my list. He's still on my list.
He's 20th. He's only higher than Melo because he won a title. Um, but I would have put him lower. I'm not gonna lie, he would have been lower to me.
Wow. Okay.
I don't have much to say about Paul Pierce. He's a good player, but and he won some game winners. And I know he's talented. He's for the way he looks and to be he looks
Pierce.
physically. He looks like he physically couldn't do
Oh,
it, but
Pierce
it was
was
he was a
okay.
man. He's a baller, dog. He's a baller. I can never dispute the man. He can ball, and now he just smokes weed and has a bunch of women and all over him all the time. Rate it, please, whatever you guys do, he's doing. But
Mhm.
But yeah, Paul Pierce is my 20th.
Okay, we getting into 19. Where's my 19 on this? 19. 19 on my list. He was a guy when he definitely first came to the league, the first, I want to say decade, he was like a guy.
I think I
Dwight
have this.
Howard.
Yep, mine too. Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, man. He
Yeah.
was a force on the defensive end. He was gobbling up rebounds. Like, if you know, you know. You have to be watching that Orlando squad to know what he was bringing. And this guy was out of high school too,
Yeah.
Impact. So you already know.
Yeah, Dwight Howard, does not like he. Was a force. Um, the problem with him is that once again didn't take the game too seriously, played with Kobe and just couldn't hang with Kobe at all. And obviously that was an issue. So that's what kind of happened. But yeah, Dwight's my number 19 too. Let's go to 18.
18, I got a guard, one of the best point guards in the league, CP3.
Um, Me too.
Are you serious? For you got eight?
He's
Okay.
my 18. Yeah, you know me, I'm not the biggest Chris Paul fan, but
Yeah,
I know a good point guard. He's honestly one of the like last of the dying true point guards we have in this league.
he's elite. Yeah, he's elite. Yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta rate everything he's done. CP3 is a great
So
player. Um, yeah, I don't understand. You know me, I'm not the biggest CP fan, but I know he's a good player.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Jump into what we at 17.
yes, sir.
Honestly, he's got one of the better player shoes out in the league right now. So shout, and he's the best ball handler in the league ever, Mr. Kyrie Irving.
Wow. You have Kyrie here.
I
Wow, wow,
have
wow.
Kyrie here. He has a ring. He hit that big shot. He is, when it comes to attributes too, I look at longevity. Kyrie's been in the league a while now as well, right? I look at attributes. Kyrie, Shaq is going to be one of the most dominant players, right? Curry is the best shooter in the league, right?
Mhm.
Kyrie is the best ball handler ever in the league, right? So you get what I'm saying? Like, there's guys that have that the best of in the league, period, right? So he's on my
He
list.
he's not on my list because
Okay.
I just see it as more of a very talented player. There's just other guys that I think defined this period of time. I
Okay.
don't think he did.
You don't think
But
he did with his dribbling ability? Okay, that's your
I
opinion.
I think his dribbling is a hella impressive, and you're right, probably the best ball handler in the league. Can escape through many defenses, hit one of the clutchest shots in NBA history. But when I think of like defined a time or um, I put him there. Like I put him as, but I would probably pick him over some other dudes. Um, but yeah, but that's really it. If the man somehow won more titles with like AD and stuff, the man would have to be on this list for sure.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like real talk. It's your opinion.
Um, 17 for me, which I feel like you don't have him on your list, which is about to break my heart completely. My favorite player of all time, the one of the truest point guards of all time, a guy who led his team to the NBA Finals, a guy who won the title with Dirk Nowitzki, one of the best pure point guards in the league, Jason Kidd.
Well, you need to wait to hear my full list to
I
see if he's
will. I will. You're right. I do. But he's my 17. J Kidd, just pure point guard. Like I said, helped everyone. He made like he's to me the definition of a point guard. Why I always pretended to want to be a point guard because like I don't give a two shits about scoring the ball, but I want everyone to look great.
Yep. Yep.
And I love when point guards make people look great because to
Yeah.
me it only makes you look better. Like when everyone looks like Kenyon Martin was a good player, but that man made him an all-star.
100%.
Jefferson, same thing. Vince Carter looked better with Jason Kidd. Uh,
A
you
whole lot
know,
better. A
like
whole lot better.
Melo and the New York Knicks were better with Jason Kidd as their point guard.
Whole lot better.
So, everything about Jason Kidd I love. There's nothing about the man will be my top 10, but that's just my personal top 10.
Well, my 16th pick. You just said it. It's Jason Kidd.
He's just so good. He's so
Like,
good.
it's like you don't have to like. How could you not like that Dallas team? That was the hardest championship. Those
Right.
guys, all veterans. That was the hardest championship. The West at that time.
Right.
Phoenix, Memphis Grindhouse, Lakers,
Yep.
Spurs.
Yep.
Stop this.
A young
Stop.
OKC at the time.
uh, Stop this.
Yep.
Stop this. That
Yep.
was the hardest ring to me, that 2011 ring to win, period. And you went up against the Heat in the finals, big three, new form, prime everyone. Stop this.
Yeah.
Hardest ring to me I ever in NBA history to win.
Yeah.
That ring. That ring, period. Don't at me.
I think it's the hardest journey. I think the hardest ring was
Okay, the hardest
the
journey to a ring, yes, because every series was
yeah,
ridiculous. Like
yeah.
you're facing Hall of Famers.
Every
Like
single one.
how many Hall of Famers did the Mavericks face in that playoff run? How many Hall of Famers? You have three already in the finals on the Heat.
Right.
You have two in the Lakers with Pau Gasol and Kobe right there, right? Marc Gasol's gonna make the Hall of Fame. Conley's probably gonna make the Hall of Fame,
Get
right? Nash is making the Hall of Fame, right? You have Duncan, those three guys making the Hall of Fame. It's like 12, 13 Hall of Famers off the rip already. So you already know.
no.
J
Yeah.
Kid, J Kid. I need to say more J Kid. Every
That
version J Kid. Dallas J Kid. Every version J Kid.
yes,
Every version. Old school
that
Dallas. Rookie Dallas J Kid. I mean.
Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix, yo. New Jersey Net J Kid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always been my favorite player since I was a kid. I think I have a new favorite player, but probably still Jason Kidd. I don't know. Him and someone else are my like favorite players. Um, I just love everything about his game. Like love everything about his game. Um, who's your next? Who's your fifth? Sorry. My 16 is AI.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay.
AI was the culture, like
Definitely.
legit the culture. AI
Definitely.
was the
Coach.
culture. This guy
Coach.
was like
The
he was the movement. He was the person. He was man-made jerseys look good. Like where was wearing jerseys because of him. Old school, the braids. Like he was. I don't know this man's impact as black culture at the time, especially as young kids growing up, unmatched. Right? Like there was of course the rappers of the time. The rappers of the time was a still very fresh young Jay-Z,
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
young Nas as well.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know who like that 50 is not there yet because 50 comes a little
You got the
after
DMX, you know what I mean? You got the
DMX,
Mace, you got the Bad Boy, you know.
right? But so like, but the person that we all looked up to as kids was AI. You know, you hear guys like LeBron talk about him, Wade talk about him, say this was the guy we wanted to be like, you know, the headbands, like the just everything, the
Yep.
wristband, everything was his.
Yep.
The
Yep.
the
Yep.
the crossing man's over, the attitude, man, the man was legit everything. I think AI would be higher on my list. He would generally be higher on my list if he like won a title.
Oh, oh.
And honestly, they didn't really kick him out the league the way they did.
They
I think the
did
league did him dirt, a thousand
they
percent.
did him hella dirty.
So yeah, that was my 16. Who's your 15th?
15 pick. They call him Flash.
I'm gonna fight you. That's okay.
Yeah. Yo, my list, you're gonna love it as it gets deeper. Oh, trust me.
The fact that you haven't said Melo's name yet is crazy to me.
Oh, Melo is on the list, definitely. He's definitely on the list.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you hate
Flash
him.
is your
What's up,
15th.
Flash? You already know he won to me one of the harder rings with an out of shape shot, not an older shot, an out of shape shot, right? I think Jay Will was on the team and Gary Payton, like Antoine Walker, like I
Mhm.
think Haas was on the team those days too. Like it wasn't a really great team, but the East was weak. There's still LeBron in the East, but D12 in the East too. But yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Wade is a Hall of Famer. He was a guy putting up like 25, 5, and 5 with us 2 steals a game and a block. No LeBron, so dunking on mans. So hitting game winners. So
I have him way, not way higher, but I have him higher.
yeah,
Definitely have him higher. So
of course you would. Of course you would.
yeah, that's my guy. You know that. That's my I love that guy. After J Kidd, it's Wade, and probably Wade is my number one because he's the guy who like I wish I can play like. J Kidd's the guy like I believe like every point guard should be like. Um, my 15 is James Harden.
Okay.
He's had a really good career. He's one of those we can't overrate him, but we can't underrate him.
And underrated him, yeah. Yeah.
So like he's really gonna be right in the middle of all the time because we know how good he was, but he also played in this generation of LeBron, Durant, and Steph. So he's always gonna be looked as the fourth, fifth guy within that time frame when arguably the man was incredibly dominant. Like you said, made the playoffs multiple times,
Yeah. Yeah.
deserves a lot of respect. That, he led some not so great teams and almost beat the 73 win Golden State Warriors.
Crazy.
So
Crazy.
definitely give it to him as well. Playoff choker, which is why I understand why he would be way loyal because a pro playoff choker. 14.
Who I got at 14? Let me see. 14 is my boy. My favorite player is 14. My favorite player ever. Syracuse Orangeman. Point guard at the time, Greg McNamara on that Syracuse championship squad with Hakeem Warwick, who had a short stint in the league.
Yeah,
Mr. Carmelo Anthony.
yeah,
14th. You already know. No rings, a scoring title. Put Knicks back in relevance again.
definitely
Was
did.
a golden nugget. Because I remember that Slam Edition magazine, the Golden Nugget with Melo on the cover. Guy was a dog. Went to the West Finals. Fuck George Karl. George Karl fucked up that squad, and I blame George Karl for that shit. Because all these guys were young in their early 20s, and then you guys decided to do a rebuild. Trading Billups away, and I don't know what the fuck y'all were doing, but whatever. Melo.
Yeah. The only thing I think sucks with Melo and his Denver time is that his jersey number won't get retired there.
Yeah. They're gonna remember Joker.
Yeah, that's what it sucks. But yeah, I think Melo's a good player, man. I don't. He was a guy. The unfortunate part is him not having a title.
Yeah.
Yeah, him not having a title. But then I feel like he has a podcast that people like, so that would probably bring him some relevance.
He has
My
longevity.
14.
He has longevity in the league
Yeah,
too.
for
Yeah.
sure. For sure, for sure. My 14 is Steve Nash. Two MVPs, led a Phoenix Suns team. I'm not a Stoudemire guy at all. I'm not a Mari Stoudemire guy at all. When he was with Nash, Nash made him popular. When Nash wasn't there and tried it in New York, what did he do? Shit.
You know what? They made a song about they don't like Stoudemire. Trey Stoudemire, the New York Knicks fans. I'm like, wow. He was kind
He
of decent over there.
he wasn't good. He wasn't good. I think he had won his first season wasn't bad with them, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, it was the first season. It's the first season, but yeah.
but yeah, Nash is another great point guard genius. He is truly one of those people who was in the wrong generation. Let Nash play in this generation
Oh shit. Oh shit.
where you don't got to be play that much defense sometimes.
You shoot a bunch of
Um,
threes.
and imagine if you told Nash to shoot more.
That's
I
what
always think him and Chris Paul, if they were told to score more, they would be like seen differently if they were told to score more. But that's not what the league was at the time. The league passed the power forward, David West, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion, like you were told to do that stuff. So,
yeah. Yeah.
but Nash is my 14th man. I think he's deserves as much love as possible.
Okay, Lennon at 13. He was a part of a dynasty. I know this is gonna throw you off. Tony Parker.
Whew, see, like I said, he was in my honorable mentions,
Wow.
and like
Wow.
I need to know why more you put Tony Parker. I just have to know more.
Bro, why? The man played 18, 19 seasons in the league, mostly healthy, part of the dynasty. When you talk about Spurs in 50 years from now, you're going to talk about Parker, Tim Duncan, Ginobili. You're gonna talk about that. Period. You know what I mean? I believe he has a Finals MVP as well too,
Yep,
right?
yes.
So, and he's played over, I believe, 1,100 NBA games, regular season games. So, I look at longevity, part of a dynasty. He has a ring and a Finals MVP. He's definitely worth 13 on this list.
And like
He
it's
was the
con
he was kind of close to the engine. Remember, you could not. There was a 7 year period where no guard could stay in front of Tony Parker. Not even close.
the
Not
thing
even
is
close.
with everybody on the Spurs, we all rate sorry, and Tim Duncan because we all knew like how good he was, but even his game was boring, very boring. The whole team, the most flashiest guy was Ginobili.
A
You
hundred
know,
percent. A
he was the
hundred.
most flashier guy, but I think it stems from, Tony Parker is a five-time All-Star. He averaged 15 and 5. He like finished top 8 in MVP 3 times. He is a four-time All-NBA. He's All-Star. He has the accolades. He's just if his game was more exciting,
Like I
then
mean,
and the whole Kawhi situation, if he embraced Kawhi becoming the guy, they would have worked out better.
100%.
But I think maybe an ego thing um hurt him. Definitely hurt him. But thing is, accolades wise, he should be there. Like we rate certain guys like I love J Kidd. We talk about CP3, we talk about AI, we talk about a bunch of guys, Luca. Yes, individual best player, these guys are probably better players. But Tony Parker was a
Easily is.
winner.
Yes,
Right? He
yes,
was a winner, and he deserves just as much spoken about than anyone else. So I rate that. I give that. That was 13, right?
yes, sir.
So my 13 is Russell Westbrook. Told you that man gets so much disrespect
Beyond.
from main media, from fans. That man doesn't deserve any hate. That man is stupidly talented. Um,
The dog.
he's one of those people that when his career's done, we're gonna have to defend him more.
No, I'm gonna be one of those niggas that be defending anymore because you have to be there to know.
Like, oh yeah, was he stat padding? Yeah, probably. But who was his second best player before Paul George came? Who was the man's second best player?
I'm trying to think. Probably was Steven Adams. Was Schroeder on the spot at the time? I don't even know.
Like, no, like Grant was on his team, but he was a young player at the time. Oladipo was like still trying to figure out himself.
There was no
Uh,
second guy,
oh, sorry,
really.
Oladipo.
This is
Oh
injured
yeah,
Oladipo. This
yes,
is
yeah,
kind of
because Oladipo's OKC. Because the Oladipo go get traded to the Pacers. Yeah, he got traded to the Pacers with Sabonis. Yeah, they got traded to the Pacers for Paul George. Yeah, so Oladipo, so he had a young Sabonis.
yeah.
Like now, if Westbrook knew Sabonis was gonna be like this, maybe the man would have stayed, right? Not, but mind you, not Sabonis is not like this all winner and winning titles or anything, but still would have been a nice second guy to have for this squad. But yeah, I think Westbrook is a guy for sure.
Westbrook is definitely a guy. Definitely, you cannot deny his ability to play 100% while he's on the court.
All the
If
fucking
it's
time.
30 seconds, 40 seconds, 2 minutes, he gets way too much respect. They traded him from LA. They blamed him. That was bullshit.
It was
That was
definitely
bullshit.
their fault too. Definitely not Westbrook's fault at all. He's just an easy target.
Yeah. Oh,
Just an
because he
easy
can't
target.
shoot. Okay, like
Yeah.
he's playing every possession, whatever. He's whatever.
Number 12?
Number 12 on my list for number 12. Number 12. When I think of Boston, I think of him. I think of him. I think of him. I think of Larry Bird. I think of the Boston greats. Right. Paul Pierce, number 12 on my list, was
Ugh,
holding down Boston for over a decade
he
before
really
he actually
was.
got help.
He really was. He really
He
was.
did not look like a ball player. He did not look like he was in shape. He would do side step threes, walk you down, in and out, side step three for game. Sidestep. This is early 2000s. They're doing that now. He was pioneering certain moves. Paul Pierce. He was in the McDonald's All American dunk off, if y'all didn't even know. Paul Pierce. Yes.
Yeah, no, I would rate him lower, honestly, if he didn't have the title. But the title does push him out a lot. He
Yes.
he stayed in the league much longer and was kind of productive for a while. It's more like his like attitude kind of messed
Yeah.
him up, but other
Antics.
than that, he was pretty good throughout. My number 12 is Kawhi Leonard. Not much to chat about. You already spoke about Kawhi. Though, like I said, take out injuries, Kawhi's like top six.
Yeah, take out injuries, and he really played all those. Yeah, he's in the top 10. You can't deny it.
Yeah, easily,
You
easily.
can't deny it. It's not even close. You can't deny it.
So I originally said the 11. I thought we are gonna have pretty much consensus. There's still so I would say 10 out of the 11 guys I have on my list you haven't mentioned. So there's a because one of them was Wade. I haven't mentioned him yet, and I'm not mentioning him yet, but I will be. So there's a guy that I'm so curious who the guy you haven't mentioned yet. But I think this one guy I'm looking at, you've never mentioned his name yet. I don't think so.
There's a
I don't
couple of
remember.
guys, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
So who's you're now at the top 11. So the 11th guy, who's the guy who just missed the top 10 for you?
Allen Iverson.
Okay, that was the guy I was just talking about. Okay, I'm like, you didn't say
Okay.
his name yet. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So yeah, you know,
So he's the guy. So then your top 10 and my top 11 are the same people.
it has to
Um,
be. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I
Makes
always say
sense.
when we talk about define this time frame,
It
those
makes sense,
guys defined it. But speak on AI.
man. AI. Like when you had the girls, our time, because they were girls, watching basketball because of AI, you had the game in a chokehold. Let's keep it a buck. Everyone's sister, everyone's girlfriend loved AI, wanted to watch ball because of AI, period. No one, these girls didn't care about Jordan when Jordan was hot or Kobe or T Mac, whatever, those days of VC jumping out of the gym. It was like, oh, Allen Iverson, AI's playing? I want to watch AI. So he brought viewership, he brought jersey sales, he brought shoe sales, right? Shaq's Reeboks were not doing as well as the questions. Let's keep it a buck. He saved Reebok for a period. He saved them, literally. He had
Yeah.
commercials with Jadakiss. Jadakiss is top five dead or alive. I don't even want to hear
AI, once again, he was everything to the culture at that point. The man changed the dress code in the league, man.
it. He took an ass whooping for us. He took that ass whooping for us.
He really was a person, man. Really deserves a lot of love. A lot of love. My 11th was Kevin Garnett.
Was or is?
Sorry, he
Oh,
is
okay. It's funny you
my
said that. It's funny you
11
said KG.
because KG did not have a squad for most of his time.
Not even close.
So, and he was MVP, was such a good player, defensively top notch, offensively was gifted.
Yeah.
Um, KG just yeah, he was a great player. He was a guy who said, "I'm a number one option, but on this team, I'll be third. I don't care. I'll play the defensive anchor. I'll do all that stuff. I'll do the dirty work." Once again, this is why I said from early, Anthony Davis is a really good player. The best thing he can do is become a third fiddle, and a
On a
team will win the
championship
title.
ring. On a championship team.
And he'll win a title easily. Let him be the third fiddle on a
Okay.
team.
Kyrie, Cooper, AD. Continue.
He could. He really could.
No,
He really
it
could.
should be. It should be.
Right? Like AD's getting older. Kyrie's also getting older. Cooper's getting, but like give Cooper 3 years. All Cooper has to do is finish games and with the mindset that look at what Ant Edwards made to the conference finals in year what three? Year
Oh,
two?
no, not year two. Well, I was saying twice back to back. It was, I believe, year
It has to be year
three.
three, right? Because he's a 2000, he's a 2020 COVID year draft. So if he's a COVID year draft, then yeah. So twice in his, and he's going to his fifth season.
If you have 2000 and 2020, 21,
Yeah,
21, 22, 22, 23, and he made it with 23, 23, 24,
yeah, and 24,
24,
25.
23, 24. Yeah, so this is, I think, his fourth season, fifth season. Yeah, fourth, third, fourth. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Cooper
'Cause
could do
he's
the
like
same thing.
24. He's young.
Right. So Cooper could do the same thing with a growing AD, just being a proper center, and a Kyrie just being a good second fiddle to him. So that's what KG did, and I think KG should always be, thanked for taking legit step back for the greater good.
100%. Yeah, Anthony Edwards is only 24. He's
Yeah,
only
see,
24, and he turned 24 this year already.
yeah,
So he
see,
made at 23, and then he made at 22.
yeah, see, and like imagine if Cooper could do the same thing.
We made it this
Um,
year. This year, 23. Yeah, and last year, 20. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shit. Okay.
who is your now we're in the top 10. Who is your 10th guy?
10th guy, you said it just now, is KG. Like, I'm just gonna add to what you said. He's one of those guys where he is in the Westbrook category where it's competitive spirit, competitive nature. Like
Always.
he is just super competitive, and guys like that, you just tip your coat, you just tip your hat to because like you want a guy like that on your team that's never taken a playoff. Like guys like that, you love on your team, you hate to play against.
Right?
So
Agreed.
that's all I got to say about KG because you already, you know what I mean. Shout out to
Um,
Wally Zerbiak. That was his number two option. Wally Zerbiak. Take that and guess.
Sam Cassell type shit. Nah, man.
Yeah, older kind of, yeah, yeah. Oh,
My 10th is like sometimes I think he's like in your top five because you always used to talk about him. Um, so Dirk, you talk about the man having one of the hardest roads. He really did, and he didn't have a team most
no,
of his time. He had a
no.
lot of good wing guys around him, and Dirk didn't play no defense. He should have played some defense, but ultimately, Dirk was like Dirk deserves as much credit as possible. So offensively gifted.
Yeah,
Um,
really one of the first stretch fives. Really,
Honestly, yeah, he was like he made
like
it possible to have a stretch five. He's the reason why I believed in Andrea Bargnani. He's the reason. Like
I
he, they
know,
said,
I
they
know.
said he was supposed to be Italian Dirk, so I believed it.
He was
Um,
Italian dirt,
bro, it's like, it's funny.
dirt.
Like, just yeah, he made me believe in him. So, but Dirk is my 10th. We're on to our nine.
Ninth for me. Ninth for me. Where's my nine? Nine for me is he's tall like Dirk. He has a shot, not like Dirk. He does not even close, having the competitive mentality as Dirk. He's only on here strictly for skill, not for mentality. Mentality is different. That's a different class. It's KD.
Mm. I put KD a little lower,
Of course you did. Of course you did.
but I wasn't. I was. I agree with you. Like, because then the argument will always be with KD. Take those rings out. Where is he truly? Like, heck, keep one ring. Like, how is he that much? This is why I personally rate Kawhi so high because
Yes.
Kawhi's done it in less time, so to speak. If Kawhi didn't, I would not almost want to flop Durant and Kawhi. And a lot of some of our lists could be recency bias because Durant's currently still on top of his game right now.
He
Maybe
is.
in 10 years, that first 25 list will look a little different,
Maybe. Maybe.
right? So but yeah, my nine is my favorite player besides Jason Kidd is D Wade.
Flash. Yes, sir.
I think that man is, and that's probably because I'm a fan, is borderline getting underrated. People don't understand this man legit had an injured like leg most of his career, still
Yep.
won what he won. Arguably the third best, shooting guard of all time. Such a
You
great
know?
defender, showed up in the playoffs, very consistent, just all around great player that if his knees didn't get shot up,
I know.
he
Fuck.
would be fucking top five. Let's just say that. I put me personally, but of course I'm a fan. I think Wade's better than Durant. I think he's better than Curry. I think he's better than a lot of these guys. Man, I think higher. I think he's better than Kobe. Honestly speaking, I think he's better than Kobe. Kobe has great footwork, but I think Wade is better. I've always thought that. I think he was faster, a better shooter.
Was
Um,
better shooter.
you
He was
know,
a better shooter.
defensively, Kobe's a great defender, fucking phenomenal defender.
Wade
Wade
was
is
no slouch. Wade was no slouch.
never a slouch
Never
defensively.
will.
One of the best shot blocking guards of all time. Like, I think the world of the guy. I can go hours on the guy, so I'm trying not to. Who is your number 8?
My number 8 pick is a guy from, he's Nigerian, but he was in Greece. So the Greek freak. Another guy with that KG Westbrook mentality. You know what I mean? Not like KD mentality, nothing like KD, right? Just wants to win. Didn't get join a squad. Got it done the harder way, right? Giannis is gonna be in the books, man. He came in the league, really didn't know what to expect from him, right? Early on in the league, right? Got better year by year, hit the gym. He just worked hard to get where he is. So kind of like a blue collar worker, you know what I mean? Just work hard, climb the ladder. You can't hate him. He's still in Milwaukee right now. Didn't request the trade as of yet. Hats off to him. Real talk.
Shouts out to Thanasis for getting signed to the Bucks for like a 1-year contract. Keep Giannis happy. Keep Giannis happy.
Yep.
My number 8 will potentially shock you because I have Giannis a little higher, like tiny bit higher.
Okay.
And it's Jokic. He's my number 8.
Do you have him, babe? We're close. We're close.
Um, Jokic is phenomenal. He's gonna climb this very soon, like
Definitely.
very soon. He's a title
Definitely.
away from climbing where I have Durant, honestly.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, Jokic has just been, he's been the best player in the past 5 years, 5, 6 years. He's been the best player. Him and Giannis, I'll say they've gone back and forth with it, but definitely gone back and forth. I think him and Giannis, but the man's been one of the best players in the league. One of the best bigs, passing bigs, scoring bigs, offensive bigs. He just doesn't play defense. But Giannis is, Jokic, just phenomenal, game in and game out. What else can I say? Who's your number 7?
You said it. It's the Joker. It's the Joker. Like, this guy, when it's all said and done, he's still healthy for the majority of his career. He's gonna be he's gonna be top 5 best bigs ever.
Yeah.
Vibes
And,
like,
and it's such a thing that you want to argue because you're like, man, okay, the top guys are Kareem, Shaq, Wilt, Bill,
yeah,
Hakeem. But then you're
Hakeem.
like, okay, Jokic has to be a part of that.
He's yeah. Because you're putting him over. If he wins another title, like the Admiral's good. They have what title apiece, but he's better than Admiral.
Yeah,
Individually, he's better than Admiral. Like, and don't get it twisted. The Admiral, they call him Admiral for a reason. Like, he was no fucking slouch,
right,
and he was playing defense. He was
right,
no fucking slouch. The game was different back then. He had a jumper. He had a little bit of a dribble. The Admiral was kind of like a Giannis play style. Kind of. Let's keep it a buck.
yeah.
So there's been a lot of great bigs that will, if he wins another title, he's gonna, like you said, it's gonna solidify him. It's gonna solidify him. Like,
My 7th was Giannis. You pretty much
I'll
said
flip.
most of the stuff about Giannis. I'm just almost like so the word proud is such a weird word, but like I'm almost like damn, like even Jokic, like you two guys are like top players in the past 25 years. One was drafted like what 14th, 15th, and the other guy was drafted on
I'm
a Taco Bell
13.
commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the fact that you guys are this, and honestly, I'll straight up say my next guy is Durant. I'll let you do your sixth guy, but but like those two guys should be over Durant, and I know that, But like I'm giving Durant the respect, but
They were for me. They were for me over Durant. So yeah. They were for me.
like Jokic and Giannis are just honestly, Giannis especially just such a dominant big. I believe in Giannis in so many ways. Like he's the guy I rather have on my team. I like Jokic a lot, but I rather have Giannis, me personally.
No, Vance, I hear you. I hear you.
Like just that's what I rather have. But who is your I think sixth guy?
Sixth guy is one of my favorite players, Disco Dirk. Disco effing Dirk. That ring, like I've been saying, hardest ring, hardest playoff journey to me in NBA history to win a ring. That journey, bar none. Dirk never requested a trade, held it down over there. Didn't really have a squad, right? One with the veteran squad, Jay Kidd, Tyson Chandler, Deshaun Stevenson, Jason Terry, like one with the veteran squad. Shout out to Dirk. First center really on the perimeter, shooting threes, hitting fadeaways, silky smooth. Shout out.
Yeah. Probably the true best big scorer. I know Cat likes to say it's him, but it's definitely Dirk.
Dirk has a better stroke pause than Cat, and it's not even close. Because
Um,
Dirk is shooting the ball and it's looping so high up in the air too, and it's dropping straight through.
the thing with Dirk as well and that whole squad is that they didn't like when they won the title, they changed the team the next year. Like they didn't keep the same guys, and a lot of people argue that they shouldn't have done that. They should have just tried to develop and make them better, but they didn't. They actually made them worse because they're just so happy Dirk got his title. Like he's there, like that title means a lot, and it will. Like I said, Durant was my sixth based off like longevity. He was dominant for most of the time, so he has to be six. So, who's your fifth?
My fifth was five for me right here. 4, 5. Fifth is he's another big, dominant. Could be even higher on this list if he was serious about his conditioning, his diet, his game. Shaquille O'Neal.
Um, yeah, if he was just serious, I have my spiel about Shaq. He's definitely lower on my list. Um, yes, I'll give my spiel on Shaq, but yeah, Shaq is Shaq, man. I do like how we have the same top five. I'm pretty sure our top five is the same.
Should be.
Our overall 10, 11 were pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Um, my fifth was the light skin killer, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Best
Yeah.
shooter, you know, was definitely LeBron was always the face of the league,
Yep.
but Steph was there.
That was more fun to watch.
Right. Right. For others, not me. You already know I don't define watching
You
bunch
know
of
the
tweets.
kids love watching stuff.
Oh
The kids love
yeah,
watching
yeah.
stuff.
Like Steph was once they made him super marketable. And he was clean cut, like a nice Christian boy who
Yep.
played ball and
Yep.
had like three kids at the time, or four, two kids, two girls. And then he had more, like, nice family man. You
Family
know,
man. Yep. 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 No gaudy jewelry or designer.
yeah, yeah. You don't see
Just
none of that stuff. Light skin, super light skin, not just light skin, super light skin.
super like he got the Mahomes light skin.
You know what I'm saying? And like, um, but yeah. So that Steph is mine, but just a killer. Simply a killer, four-time NBA champ. That 2022 title really meant a lot. Meant probably more than I think. Probably goes the first one, the last one, and then those other two with KD. Probably like back burner. Don't give two shits.
Back burner. Yeah. That's the
Like
back burner.
it don't mean as much when you are here. So, um, you're a fourth guy.
Fourth guy, Kobe Bean Bryant, RIP.
Same as mine. Kobe's my fourth. Kobe's my
RIP,
fourth.
like one of arguably top three of best Lakers ever,
Yep.
arguably, right? And there have been a lot of great Lakers. Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Kobe, to name four off the rip. A lot
Yeah,
of great Lakers, right?
yeah.
Shout out to big game James or Jerry West. There's been so much great Lakers.
Welt was a Laker. Yeah,
Wilds, like they have such a long. So Kobe had that KG gene, that
yep,
Westbrook. Like I'm not taking a playoff no matter what. If I'm in the game, I'm in the game. So
right.
dropped 81 on our team, our favorite team, our favorite team till the day we die. NBA team, the Raptors. I don't give a f who's playing on the team. They're my favorite team. I don't care. And he scorched us. Shout out to Jalen Rose. Where was the defense? Where was the help defense?
Yeah, sometimes they should have just slapped him up. They should have fought him.
They should have, yeah, they should have just pushed him. Just like, okay, just he's about to go around the screen, just shove him, put him
Yeah,
on the
should have
ground.
slapped him. Should have
Just
done
like,
something.
nah, like you,
Once a man is scoring 50 on you, just push him.
yeah, like this was 06, so this is still physicality in the league. So it's like, yo, just yeah, because you're telling me you drop 50, and I'm just gonna be playing light defense, letting you go around screens. No, we're
I'm
bumping
pushing
you.
him. I'm slapping him.
Yeah,
I-
I'm
I'm
grab. I'm
I'm
gonna grab you. Like this is it's too much. I'm grabbing you. Like
yeah,
call a
100%
foul. Call a foul. Whatever. You come down the lane, hard foul. Not
hard
dirty. Hard foul.
hard foul.
So
Yeah, but Kobe's my fourth. Everything you said is true. So nothing to really add on that. What Mamba mentality was real.
yeah.
That 20 sorry 09 and 2010 titles were very good. Very good titles and good defense, good squad. One thing people I don't like when people make it seem like he didn't have help. Lamar Odom was a great six man.
Beyond. Like
Ron
Lamar Odom,
Artest,
Lamar was six. Lamar Odom, Ron Artest.
very good squad. Yeah,
Remember, Ron Artest was coming off Indiana, giving you guys 18, 5, and 5 a game.
very good player. Very
So
good player. Who is your third?
my third, the Captain Lightskin. Like Captain Lightskin, Stephen Curry. Best three-point shooter in NBA history. Best shooter in NBA history, period. What can I say? Four rings, MVPs. What can I say? Christian boy. What can I say?
Wait, now hold on. Let me look back at my list. trying to think who's your number two. Oh yeah, duh. Um, up. Yes, your third. My third is I
Oh, my
realize
two? Oh yeah, you didn't have my two. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna hear my two.
yeah, because I think your two is my three. I mean, it's my three. Tim Duncan,
Okay.
Mr. Fundamental, boring as hell game, but you cannot deny how good he
Yeah.
is.
Oh, Tim Duncan.
He
This
would
guy.
bore you to death, but for some reason you couldn't score on the guy because defensively he was top notch. Offensively, man had a soft touch around the rim, was a good shooter. Imagine if he shot threes, you'd just be pissed.
And he was definitely capable of shooting threes, but that era wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that, but imagine if oh my god, this guy would be, and he would shoot fundamental threes. He'd probably shoot only like corner threes because he'd be like, "This is my best way of shooting it." Like, and on top of the key threes, that's all he would shoot.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, Timmy D is definition of like coach's dream,
Hmm.
and like
Very coachable.
it's Timmy D, which is my third. So I'm assuming that's your second.
Second, you already know it's Tim Duncan. Like this guy, Spurs dynasty. It's Tim Duncan. Like it's Tim Duncan.
It's really
That
Tim
was the
Duncan,
start of the Spurs dynasty. Was Tim Duncan. Admiral was holding it down. Tim Duncan came. They won a ring.
right?
Tim Duncan would come down the lane and be dunking on mans. And then I still remember Tim Duncan is probably coming down the lane dunking on mans in his prime. Like holding down on the rim, like just not looking back, just running back. Okay, I'm cooling. Like Tim Duncan is prime 26 and 12 with 2 blocks, 3, 4 assists, shooting a great percentage. Tim Duncan was a dog. You must not know Tim Duncan is prime. The fundamental, he could play back to the rim or face you up, little jab step off the glass, and then he pat your ass. Good job. Good defense. Pat your ass. You wouldn't even talk shit. You just like, good job. All right.
He
Good job, fella.
they told this guy like, "Hey, we know how dominant you are, but we're just gonna like have you be a decoy for fucking 15 years of your life." And just let Ginobili and Parker and then eventually Kawhi just play around you. He's like, okay. And he did it. And he played fucking phenomenal. top. That guy's just amazing. My number two guy you mentioned is Shaq. When I think about the first, it's crazy how good Shaq is the fact that he's top 10. And like we pushed guys like Vince, T Mac, like a little bit of Paul Pierce, AI, J Kidd. We pushed them all further down because of like so much guys came in and like did what they got to
Yeah,
do. Shaq
yeah,
was still in your top five. Kobe still was until like 2010. Man, Kobe just retired on in 2016,
16.
2017. You know what I'm saying? So he still played 16 out of those 25 years.
Yeah.
Shaq retired in like oh
I want to
eight.
say
Oh no, probably 20.
20. I want to say
He had
11, 10. Let me
it had to be
retire.
something because that Celtic Shaq is probably oh 09 or something.
Let me see. Did he retire 09?
So he's only 9 years of the 25. And ultimately he's only dominant for what? 4 or 5 years
Six.
of
I'll
that
say
25.
six. Since that ring in '06 from
Right.
thing,
I'll give
yeah.
him that. But I always say this, my personal opinion is LeBron's the best player of all time. I think Kareem is right there. I think Jordan's there.
He retired in 2011, 10, 11 season. Shot.
Honestly, but like who remembers Phoenix Suns Shaq? No one fucking remembers Phoenix Suns
Nah.
Shaq.
And the
Even he
Cavaliers Shaq.
he'll say he was good, but was he that good? Man, we know Shaq that was good. And like you said, if Shaq retired in 2011, if he took himself more seriously, he could have had a little bit longevity. He could have been a problem for a lot of guys.
100.
Um, I just think Shaq is so dominant. So if someone ever told me Shaq is the best player of all time, I would not argue.
I would agree. Longevity, like he did play 1,200 games.
He did. He did. He won a bunch of games.
He did
Um,
play 1,200 games. When he was with Phoenix, yeah, he only played 28 games that first year, second year. He was an all-star the second year, playing 30 minutes.
right.
Phoenix averaging 18 points, 8 boards.
Yeah. I think that's when he won the All-Star MVP with Kobe.
The '09. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
like
was all-star, yeah.
he was such a great player, such a great player. So just Shaq is man, the man is absolutely dominant. Dominant. I truly believe
Oh my
there
God.
is
MVP Shaq season, scoring title MVP to
he's phenomenal.
1999. 30
He's
points a game, 13 and a half boards, 4 assists, three
yep.
blocks.
There's no Steph Curry without Shaq. There's no Steph Curry. Because
100%.
you couldn't guard Shaq, and only how you can guard him is by playing outside. So teams had to start playing outside. Shaq couldn't guard the 3-point line. So
Mhm.
what you have to do is not shooting more threes. That's what happened to him. Heck, that's basically what happened to Dwight Howard. We need to play these guys out the boards, and we need to play them outside. That's why we got started getting stretch bigs because Shaq was too dominant.
You had to get three bigs to take fouls, and it still wasn't working.
That's why people like us get so frustrated at Joel Embiid because we look at Joel Embiid and go like, I love Jokic and we love Giannis. Embiid can be better than both of them. He could. That man can shoot the three, has the footwork, and can post.
And can post.
So you have it all. Oh, but you're
And what are you
okay.
doing? You're
You
just
just eating burgers and not, now of course you're a big guy, injuries happen. But you haven't given us a Shaq dominance for 2 years.
not even
Give
close.
us 2 years of dominance and we'll shut up. But like you weren't in neither of our list and you weren't even thought about in our list.
And
But
you
you
should
have
have been. You
but
should have
Shaq
been.
but Shaq had those dominant years that we will never forget.
Not even close. We're not even close to forgetting. Like Shaq would be posting your whole team, and Shaq. The thing is, people think Shaq was just get the ball dunk, just get the ball dunk. Shaq had footwork. Shaq had a touch. Like
Right?
he
You had a
definitely had
touch.
footwork. He definitely had moves. Like he was giving you up and under spin, baby hooks. Like he had moves,
Yeah.
but you had to be watching and seeing. Like
The only last well, number one. Number one. We both have LeBron
number
James.
one.
There's nothing to talk about when it comes to LeBron.
What is there to talk about? What is there to talk about? This man is the longest, most seasons probably ever played in the NBA.
He's getting there. I think There's
Robert
someone
Parrish
probably
probably or Kareem has more.
yeah, probably one of them is like longer because he's. I was looking at all the wins like all time. Robert Parrish, I think like has is number one, and LeBron is still like 40 wins away from the man.
Oh shit, well, LeBron's gonna get that. Like to me, he's the oldest player in his 40s that's still averaging 20.
Yeah,
So like Parrish when he was 40, Kareem. I think Kareem won a ring with Magic and the Lakers when he was 40, I think. I think.
yeah,
Right?
probably. Most wins by NBA player. Oh no, so Kareem has 1,074, Robert Parrish has 1,014, and LeBron has 1,009. Um, the crazy thing is Chris Paul's top 10 in wins all time, which is like crazy to me.
Yeah. He's a guy. Like he just doesn't have a ring, but if he were to get a ring, like well now it'd be different than if he got a ring in his prime. Right?
And like there's so much guys on this list that you wouldn't even think of. But I guess because of longevity of time, but
Longevity.
Stockton and Malone are fifth and sixth with 950 wins.
Yeah, they remember those guys played in remember Stockton literally played 20 seasons.
Yeah, they're both like 80s guys, and they were always good, like always good. Tony Parker's up there, of course, because of the Spurs. Dirk is up there. Dirk is, Dirk
Green
is.
Bay team was 41. Holy. And he made every all-star team but one.
Do you know who's high on this list? And I don't know who he played for, but Clifford Robinson.
Cliff Robinson, he played for the Blazers.
Yeah, he played. That's how I remember him, but clearly the man won a beer games.
Yeah. So you're telling I'm looking at this right now and it's saying Kareem did not make the All-Star but was fourth in MVP that season. Wow. So
Yeah, but that's why LeBron is, there's not a lot of people like
yeah.
there's like no one now except Chris Paul that is still playing. It goes LeBron is third, Chris Paul is 10th, and like Steve Nash is 25th. That's like Steve Nash. Where's Westbrook and Harden and Durant and Steph and Clay and Draymond? Maybe these haven't reached the games, but that's interesting. Very interesting. Um,
Hold on. Kareem won how much championships? Kareem
six.
won six. Yeah. Yeah, he
Wow,
won at 40. Yeah, he wasn't like he's averaging 14 a game, 10, 11 a game. Yeah, yeah.
wow, wow, wow. But that's our list. We listed our 25 best players within the first quarter of the century. We both have LeBron. Our top 10 is kind of the same. Um, and like other than that, it's a lot of players we watched, we liked, felt deserved a lot of credit. And that was our list, man. If you disagree, make sure you comment and put your list. So that's the best part of this whole thing is seeing other people's list. Some of y'all may comment and be like young kids who never even saw how dominant Shaq was or
And
understand the influence that an AI had. But it's fun to see, man. It's fun to see. But like, if I had to think now, probably Durant is the one person I may think about moving around. But I know how good Durant was.
Durant can ball.
Definitely.
He can ball. It's just
Um, Anything else you want to say before we go?
shout out to Kevin Durant. It's just here. That's all. It's just here.
Great player, great player. I think it's the leaving multiple teams that is hurting him. It's definitely hurting him, the leaving of multiple teams. Like, fine, you left, G State, and heck, you even left Brooklyn, but maybe you should have stayed with Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
See it
Mm-hmm.
out. Low-key probably should have stayed in Brooklyn as well,
Yeah.
and seen them out. Like, pick a team because I don't know what team's gonna retire you. I think out of love, OKC may retire
They're
you.
gonna retire 100%. Yeah, yeah.
And that's out of love. So. But yeah, that was our list. Fun list to make. Next week, I think we have more ball talk. I think we're doing like another list. I don't think we're doing previews yet because even though the preseason does start next week,
That's not.
um, and then I want to say next month. I think next week. Oh, I think we're gonna do our top 10 trios, or we'll like build a team for each other. One of the two things. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it all out. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll talk again soon. Peace.